Don't want to leave Albania.
Might not be the bloody rate this is going.
There's the sign for Montenegro. We've just got back through the just got through the Albanian border, haven't
so
we?
we've officially left Albania and we're kind of in no man's land now at the moment, because once you get through the next one, that's the passport control for Montenegro. So it is strange, isn't it? It's such a strange thing to think you've just drove from one country. This is the first borders we've really come across, because in the EU it doesn't really matter, but Montenegro and Croatia are like proper border crossings. Obviously when we go back into Croatia, that's when we go back into the EU. We've still got Bosnia to do yet as well, so it's going to be a while yet before we get back to home in Hull.
Good, because I don't want to go back. It's cold, miserable and depressing.
Might be cold.
It will be cold, it's England. On some new funky toll road in Montenegro, Princess Summit. We'll pop it on down below. It's nice, isn't it?
Lovely. The views are fantastic, aren't they? All mountainous and delicious.
Delicious.
We could have took the old mountain road, but we just figured for the sake of €5 or €6, we may as well take an easy road, because we've had a few dodgy roads, haven't we, recently? So yeah. This is like a treat to ourselves. Welcome back to Montenegro. This is part 2 of our European non-EU adventure. We've just left Albania yesterday and we're now in Montenegro on this beautiful campsite, which I'll show you later on. We're just going to go now for a little hike it's the source of the Bistrica River, and there's a cave system there which we can actually go in a little bit because the water levels are low. So this should be quite a decent little day. The wind's not too bad, it's keeping it cool, temperatures are nice compared to what we have had. It's probably less than 30 degrees now, so it's a massive bonus. Where we're currently hiking is definitely, I'd describe as in the depths of like the Montenegro sort of forest area. We're not a million miles away from the Biogradska National Park, which is what we're going to do on Monday. But ahead of us now is just a massive mountain range which we can see from the campsite. So I'll show you, God, I'm out of breath on that.
It's our first hike we've done in absolutely ages.
Done that, but eat and drink have we for weeks.
Yeah, the bingo wings.
But yeah, I'll show you what we can see from the campsite in a moment. This is pretty much the view we see from the campsite. Sun goes down just over there in an evening. But yeah, we're just in this fantastic little mountainous area. We've found a little point now where we peel off to the cave. It's just past this sign down there where little Leah's heading. Quite a steep little rough ascent. Snake or bear territory incoming. Been a warm one. We are on the right track though. This little stone here has got a kind of faded blue arrow, so that's our direction. Leah's just leading off there, checking out all the nature. I think we've got about a 20-minute walk, half an hour walk to the cave opening, where the start of the river starts, the source of the river. There's like a little pool there where you can apparently swim. It's supposed to be though about 6 degrees, so it's going to be absolutely freezing. Might just use it to wash our faces and cool down a little, and then you can actually, because the river level is so low, you can actually go into the cave 50 metres or so I think, and sort of see what's going on in there, where the actual river flows through in winter. So far on our travels we haven't actually come across all that many snakes. We've seen a couple by the roadside and a couple at Plitvice Lakes in the reeds, but I feel like if we're going to probably find a snake, this is going to be the sort of area we're going to see it. Middle of nowhere, covered in ferns. This could be potentially a place we see one. Don't mind as long as it's at a distance.
A bit of the river source.
Is that some of the river source? We're in the right direction then?
I mean, I don't know if it is, it's got a pipe in it.
Are you alright, Ellie? Because you'll normally struggle crossing streams, don't you? That's not a suitable thing for this channel.
It always takes a mick out of me. Granted, I do struggle a little bit, only because I fell in once.
And you do bring it on yourself a lot.
I don't.
She does.
I don't.
Go through some previous videos and you'll see the struggle is very real for Leah.
The struggle is real because I keep falling in them, so it's mentally scarred me.
I think this bit seems like we're definitely getting to the opening of the cave. You may just see the dark opening over there, and that's where we're heading. And then you can hear some water coming down. The water levels are really low at the moment just because of the fact they've had no rain for probably 2 months, the site manager on the campsite was saying. So they had one downpour on, I think it was the day before yesterday, and with as soon as the rain hit the floor it just dried up, so it needs a really good persistent downpour really. But it's hard to see that this was actually be gushing out of there.
We've just come through a clearing now in the trees, and look at that bad boy. That is absolutely gorgeous. As just occurred to me though, I don't actually know where Danny's gone. He toddles off. I was just taking a picture of a pretty butterfly. He just wandered off. Oh, there he is. Oh, That looks a bit dicey. There he is, the man himself. We're thinking that that's going to be the cave opening there. The powers of deduction, that is, there is a hole in the rock.
We've almost made it to the opening of the cave there. We've just got to go around this corner and then I think we'll drop down into that little ravine to get there. It does look like there's some sort of tape there, but with it being Montenegro, I imagine it's very much the same as Albania, where you just ignore it. Leah's in there somewhere. There she goes, just coming out of the bush. This last sort of 10 metres or so, 20 metres have been pretty bad.
Bushwhacking?
Bushwhacking.
It is. I expected quite a decent little path.
Yeah, so did I.
Woo.
So this is the source of the river. The cave opening, you can see you can actually go in there. I know there's cables and stuff around there to say not to, but we're going in anyway.
It's a giant chasm.
It's a giant chasm, so yeah, we're going to go beyond this rope. In fact, I think that's actually the rope to get you across for the Via Ferrata, which goes up there. So we are going to go in there. There's people already in, you can hear, so we're going to go have a little explore.
There it goes, into the depths of the giant chasm. It's weird, all the moss on the rocks and stuff. That's how high the water goes, it's crazy. There he is, my little mountain goat.
So as you'll see, down there in that deep hole is where the actual source of the river comes up and out of this hole. All this green stuff you see on the rocks is the algae, which is at the bottom of the riverbed, which shows you probably where I am across there. It's about my head height, so it's a good 6 to 8 foot of water. There's a lot of birds flying around, and then there's the big hole down there, which we're not sure how far we can explore. We'll have a little look, but we'll take you with us if I can get back to you. See, little Leah's just gone down there somewhere, down this little side. I'll show you where she is now, but she's near the big gaping hole down there, look. That water you may just see is really clear and blue. I think we can get down to there, and that's a bit where you can swim in, but it's supposed to be so cold, we probably won't. It actually looks quite deep from here. You may just make out over there, but I just know it's going to be freezing. I think we'll be able to get down there okay. One thing I've noticed as we get a bit lower down is you can definitely hear the water flowing into the river down there. I don't know where it's coming from. We might be able to see it there, but that's so calm. It's maybe not quite as close as we think, but there's definitely water in there. So I'm looking forward to get down there and have a look. We'll just have to be careful because anyone who watches this channel knows how clumsy I am.
I appreciate what we'll see Danny coming down here because the light is just horrific, but it's just making its way down to me now. But the sheer extent of it, if you can fathom, this pool down here rises all the way up the cave and right up through the entrance there. It's mental. Like, we're a good, what, 50 metres down? Crazy this.
So we're down by the water side now. You can see how sort of deep and how sort of clear the water is. I'll get my torch out in a moment and shine under there, see if we can see, but that is just so still. But you know that is going to be freezing. So yeah, I've just got my torch out now and you can see this river continues all the way down there, but look how clear that is. Continues down and round that channel there, which we can't quite get to. Swimming's off the cards though, because I can feel how cold it is now. You can even see our breath. There's our breath, that's how close it is. Somewhere under these rocks down here is where the water's kind of gradually flowing in. You can hear it just down there, and I think it's trickling in. You may just see the ripples there, but yeah, this is amazing. The water's that clear. I'm not quite sure where the water starts, so I'm going to throw a stone in. That's where the water starts, and it goes all the way into this channel over here. I think it goes around or under the rocks there, but yeah, that was actually wetter than I thought because I've just wet my testicles.
That's his scientific explanation there. Wasn't sure where the water started, so plop, shoved a stone in. Going for a dip? That was cold if you didn't see his scarpering reaction.
That was very cold.
I suppose it would be, wouldn't it? That is incredible, that. Here he comes, the intrepid. I'm SOSing on the torch. Don't want to get that wrong, do I? Here comes Expedito. Smooth. seeing my startling torch shining skills. Not so startling actually. Has he gone? He's left me. What could possibly go wrong? Yeah, I don't know if you can hear him, but that's the start of the Via Ferrata route. It goes up there. We ain't got the gear with us. That's one thing we are going to invest in though. We're gonna It looks like a happy little monkey. You are a monkey. Do you know, Linda, I don't condone this by the way. If it falls off and breaks them, look, it's not my fault. Plank.
Little short is just going to try and do this Via Ferrata. It's not actually for short people, is it? It's a good start. Don't fall and break your spine, we're not insured. It wobbles a bit as well. Yeah. This isn't a documentary and we are in the chimp enclosure at London Zoo.
Do you know, you wonder why I think of it. I'm wobbling with it. I'm coming back.
Are you scared?
I'm aborting the mission.
Let's have a look at this graceful descent. Fantastic.
We did one at Steel Falls near Glen Nevis before. We had a walk up there and did one. And it wasn't a Via Ferrata, it was just a bridge, but it was a bridge crossing a proper
Actual river,
yeah.
Which is what you would be doing here if you was doing the Via Ferrata, which you can't quite see, but there's like a load of iron rungs going up to the edge there.
On you! So, we might give each other the finger a lot, but we do love each other. What are you laughing at? Yeah, like that. Oh, you rude little git. Do you know? Can't take him anywhere.
Today we have come to the Bayagradske National Park. We're just making our way down now to Lake Bayagradske, which is one of the gems of Montenegro. It's one of 3 national parks, it's one of 5 national parks which are in Montenegro. This is one of the smaller ones, but it is actually the oldest. It was only made, or only created 6 years after Yellowstone National Park in America. I nearly died. It's absolutely silent.
It was till he started gobbing off.
No, she started already. So this national park, Bayagrad National Park, it's €4 entry per person, so it costs us €8. There is an annual pass you can buy for €13.50 per person, and that covers every single national park in Montenegro for the year, which we was trying to get, but the guy at the counter said they're having technical issues, so they can't actually do the yearly passes, so we'll just have to get the day passes as it is. But for €4 each, this is amazing. There's also the option to stay in the car park for a few extra euros. Various things are saying €20, other things are saying €6, but as we pulled up this morning, about 8:30 in the morning, there's 8 or 9 camper vans there, which you'd never get that in Britain. Do you know, everywhere it costs you a fortune? I mean, Lake District, where we go regularly, you cannot park really anywhere in the national park like that freely. Here they just seem to embrace it. We've got another one we're going to go to, which is the Dermitor National Park, and there's the same thing, you can park in the car park for an extra €3 per night, so we're probably going to spend a few nights there. Is it thirsty work, Leah?
It is. I mean, I've water take.
100 yards.
100 yards, yeah. I don't know how much that is, but not that long. But
about 100 yards.
About 100 yards. No, but why? Why do you like that? But I'm hungry.
I'll have some knob lice.
I'm gonna.
Speaking of which, this is not just a euphemism. Leah, my darling, would you like some knob lice?
Please.
Here, look, some knob lice.
Are you having some knob lice?
I'll have a bit of juice. No knob lice. Animal world. The largest animal can weigh over 300 kilograms. It is. It's a brown bear.
I thought I saw one of them this morning.
Just quickly touching on the animals in the national park. There is a healthy population of bears apparently, although it's very rare that you'll see them. It has been noted, people have seen them occasionally on the paths in the distance. There's a population of wolves here, and there's also otters, there's snakes. So basically everything you can imagine in Montenegro. Just looking at the lake to the side of me there was a huge splash, which I'm thinking is probably one of the trout. This lake is full of trout apparently. You can get a fishing permit for €15 a day, I think. But yeah, look at the colour of that. Junior Attenborough's here, getting as close. She may as well not take a bloody picture of us getting that close to it while she's chewing on a knob lice.
I'm finishing my knob lice.
I may or may not have just scared that
He always tells me, don't get too close, you'll scare it off. And he shoved his bloody phone right in it. And
Trying to get
scared it
an
off.
up close action shot. This is providing entertainment and nature information. On this little frog.
Scared him off.
On our campsite, we got talking to a couple. There was British, but they live in New Zealand, and they give us some advice of places where to go up north, haven't they?
Yeah.
Said there's some old war tunnels which are real good to visit. Or they did say when he was there, he saw a massive footprint with
Bigger than his hand.
with
wasn't
pads and everything, and it was a bear print. He said it was bigger than his hands, so we might not bother with that. But
it? I'd like to see one though, but I'd like to be in the van when I saw it.
yeah, so far we've seen a frog, haven't we, and some blue jays
And the remnants of a fish.
The
Not remnants, he like jumped out
splashing
and
in the lake,
splashed up with
river,
something.
lake. Yeah, the lake.
At least a frog ain't gonna eat us.
No, so there's bears around, so not so much in this area. There is a good population, but it's more in Dermitor where we're heading in the next like sort of week or so. One thing that is very noticeable at the moment is the lack of water in this lake, and there's an area just up here I'm going to show you where you can see there's like drought conditions. There's a bit of water in, but it's mainly just silt and mud where there should be the lake. But it has been unbelievably hot for probably a month or two in this area now. This is what I was talking about earlier, just saying about the drought conditions with hardly any water in. This should all be full, at least a couple of metres deep. The channels are all narrow, there's not a lot of water in, which is a shame. Here we go, Leah, look. It's all about hugging the tree. Approach and measure the circumference of the tree.
Go on then.
No, you do it.
I have got it.
All right. Go on then, let's see what my wingspan is.
Your wingspan.
Am I on 0?
You're on 85ish, I'd say.
1.87. That one's comfortable. I can't reach that one. No, do it with your little arms.
Yeah.
Okay, let's carry on then. Within this rainforest, there's like loads and loads of little sort of benches, bins everywhere you can go, so you can really sort of take your time around here. This one is quite an old one. A lot of them are really new, but a lot of them have fire pits as well, so you can, if you're camping, you can come and have the fire pit, you can have a fire. It's a bit of evidence of that actually ahead now. But what a place to be. I don't know where you get your wood, because it's not recommended that you cut down the trees, so you maybe have to bring some wood in with you, but what a place. Have a little walk through this foresty area, let's see what we can find. Cracking little stream. There's not a lot of water in it, but what a lovely area. This is actual, true, proper rainforest. There's a what, Leah? A dead fish.
Which I would suspect, does that mean there's bear about?
Whereabouts is said fish?
I've just zoomed in on it and it's spying at me. It's got its eye looked in.
I don't see the dead fish. Let's go and explore for this dead fish.
What happens if it was a bear in it?
Wait, I still don't see a dead fish. I still don't see a dead fish.
Is it not a fish?
It's a stick in it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, after all of this, it's not a dead fish at all, it's a stick. It could be scratches, I'm not so sure. Don't look like it, because they have like 4 claws, don't they? If you imagine a bear would be like that. It's only
He's only
3.
got 2 sharp nails. Maybe they
What?
snapped
You've been for a bloody manicure?
He might snap it. I often snap my nails when I'm making the bed.
Don't know if a bear does.
Right, though. You don't know.
Nice little informative sign there, just letting us know we're halfway through. So 1.7 kilometres left to go. A few more funguses in this area. You can see up there, I think this is like stump puffballs up there, or ink caps. They look like ink caps actually. And then down here, there is what looks to be like a polypore, like a birch polypore, although I don't believe it's a birch tree. Looks like polypore. It's a bloody mushroom bonanza, isn't it, Leah? I mean, there's some fungus down there which is being trodden on. Up there in this tree line, I believe that may be chicken of the woods. I'm not sure, but I think with almost 99% certainty that is chicken of the woods. Chicken of the woods is an edible mushroom. If that is it, I'm not going to try it because obviously I can't fully identify it, but what I'm led to believe is that you should only have a small portion because some people can react badly to it. But if not, and you eat it, it can taste like chicken and can be fried, has a texture of chicken, has a taste of chicken. Something I've never tried because, as I say, I'm not confident of identifying mushrooms completely, so I won't risk it. There's only a few I'm really confident of picking. We've just picked up another little trail and there is an observation tower just ahead of us, which is viewing over the really sort of dense forest and the actual rainforest. We're going to have a little look up there now, but a few reports on Google have said that it seems very kind of unkept and it might not be very safe, so we'll make a judgment call, but it's just coming ahead of us now.
My theory is it might not be too bad because they said on that review that it won't add any handrails to fall off. But they'll say there's handrails up there, don't it?
It does. Well, let's have an explore and see what we think.
Yeah, let's have a wander and see. If we fall through it, then well, you'll go first. Yeah, if you go first, I think that's... I mean, there's a piece of wood down here which don't really bode well, does it?
The proof will be in the pudding, won't it? Slightly overgrown, there's a bit of a door. Doesn't
It don't look like the safest, but it don't look
Let's have a go, let's see if we can find any wobbly stairs. So far they all seem pretty safe. We've got some solid footing underneath us.
They say chivalry's dead. Isn't the man supposed to go first? I'm going up a potentially death-defying...
It's all about equality now.
I never voted for equality. I like being a kept woman.
Would it really be the Balkans without a little bit of risk involved? I mean, Albania is very similar. Montenegro's got a very relaxed view of health and safety, and I imagine Bosnia will be the same. So we're just practicing, really. We're at the top. There's a few exposed screws and nails and a bit of broken timber. But all in all, yeah, it doesn't seem bad, to be fair. It's pretty well intact. I mean, these bits here are a bit dicey, like there, but I mean, that view, to be honest, it's worth a bit of risk. I mean, look how dense that forest is. Bit of a wobble, and you might just see the big loose screw there, but the same over there. We're not dead though, are we? So
well, let's not tempt fate. Let's take a couple of pictures and
shimmy on down.
Up a bit of a thirst now.
Yeah, we're going to go to a restaurant and get a drink out. We are going to have a beer probably, and I'm going to have some soft drink.